This is the Command Block Prison 2.0, and it is the hardest prison ever built in Minecraft. This has some of the coolest puzzles I have ever seen. Stay to the very end to see all of them and to see if I can escape, and enjoy the video. I made it up on top of the bedrock ledge and didn't take nearly as much damage as I thought I would. I made it up on top of the bedrock ledge and didn't take nearly as much damage as I thought I would. Now that I was able to go down, I had a few moments to relax. This next area was also a little weird. I was able to get closer to the iron bar parkour, but I actually wasn't able to get onto the entrance. But while I'm doing this iron bar parkour, I want to let you know something. I will admit to you, I have probably made countless mistakes that I haven't even noticed. Each room with the sign in front of it had a piece of paper. The one room without a sign doesn't have any paper though. That's leading me to believe that the paper has something to do with the signs. But then I thought to myself, what if the number on the sign was the order I jumped on the glass bridge, and the paper was my key? Take this for example. The sign in front of the first room said first key. On that piece of paper, it said right. Then, in the room that had the sign titled second/third key, well, it had one word on that piece of paper, left. What if that's where I jumped? For the second and third jump, I go left. And then this room, it has two directions, right and left. What if on my fourth jump, I go right, then on my fifth, I go left? It was starting to make sense. The signs and the pieces of the paper were connected. The paper was my key. The only thing left to do now was to use it. After collecting all of my extra items from the other rooms, I made my way to the glass bridge. I was sure to break every single sign and other dispenser in another room so I could maximize the amount of blocks that I had. I then broke the stairs that led up to the glass bridge to make sure there was nothing under them. There was nothing under them, but it was still a good idea to break them because you always want to make sure you have everything for the next room. But without further ado, it was time to make my first jump. The first sheet of paper said right, so that would mean I would have to go to the right. If I was wrong about this, I would fall to my death. I made the leap of faith, and luckily, the glass below me didn't disappear. I decided to break the glass to my left in case I needed to come back, that way I wouldn't get confused on which path to take. Then, I decided I was going to make my next jump. The piece of paper had said left. This was a really big jump, and I was going to have to get enough momentum for it. I got back, got my momentum, and made the jump. The sign had been correct. I had successfully made the jump to the correct piece of glass, allowing me to beat the glass bridge, but something was weird. See, I had thought the whole time that this was the very last puzzle, but I didn't see any daylight whatsoever. I had not yet escaped the Command Block Prison 2.0, and there most likely was one last trap. The next area was really weird. It says when you push the button, you'll have 1 minute, and I opened the dispenser, and there were wheat seeds in it. This was a random sort of words and items, but when I walked into the next room, things got insane. There was a set of stairs leading up to what I thought might be the last room, but it was like I had remembered multiple times. I would jump off the train, and then walk out the place, but I saw what it was out of. The second that I pushed the button, a chicken came out of it, and then I realized what I would have to do. I was going to have to guide this chicken to the very end of the maze before time ran out. There was only 50 seconds left. 40 seconds. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After I barely made the chicken get onto the pressure plate, the door opened up to the very exit of the command block prison. If I had been any later, the command block would have erased me from reality. I jumped out of the top story and landed a boat clutch at the very bottom, then took my boat and paddled into the ocean, escaping the command block prison 2.0.